Soviet and American Waltzing, Germany, April 1945. Moroccan red carpet reception for the President of Brazil in Fez, 1984. Woman posing with an early General Electric car charging station, circa 1912. TV presenter Rolf Harris at London Zoo, 1960s. Anita Ekberg, 1950s glam icon. Tony Hawk's Skate Ranch, ID card, 1988. Four Generations in 1964. Bill Gates, who was arrested for driving without a license, 1977. This is the coffee queen of 1940, Peggy Van Vliet, posing inside the world's largest iced coffee glass with, well, an iced coffee. Students at the Academy of Arts are working on a portrait of Stalin to decorate Leningrad for the May 1st celebration in 1934. This photo displays a July 1950 protest against hoarding, led by the Transport Workers' Union. Essentially, their goal was for greedy people to stop buying in excess, leading to higher prices. British photojournalist Larry Burrows during a parachute landing Vietnam War. Steve Jobs and his daughter Lisa Halloween, 1986. George Harrison. London police officers test life jackets by jumping into the Thames, 1930s. This photo advertises ornaments of human hair, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Accessories that are literally made out of hair. 1895. Woman with just absolutely gigantic eyelashes. A promotional vehicle resembling a Lifesavers candy roll is parked on the side of a busy city street in 1940. Queen Elizabeth II addresses the citizens of India, 1961. A boy watches the shuttle Enterprise pass by Antelope Valley, California, 1977. 26 sorority girls attempt to cram into a single phone booth at Memphis State University, Tennessee, United States in 1959. (1953) Nuclear bomb test dummies, Las Vegas. Dark-haired Shakira, 1990s. A man in front of a Soviet tank on Shafarek Square, Prague Spring, Bratislava, Czechoslovakia, August 1968. A group of East German Goths, Leipzig, 1980s. Children playing a game on the Xerox Alto, the first personal computer with a graphical user interface, 1973. Ruth Jump, well, jumping off a diving board while shooting a bow and arrow. Cavalry School, Barnal West Siberian Region, RSFSR, USSR, 1930s. Creative method used to conceal and transport wine during Prohibition in the United States. Iranian students celebrating the victory of the Islamic Revolution, holding a portrait of Ayatollah Khomeini, Iran, February 1979. Fidel Castro on a tractor at a cotton plantation on the Kizil Collective Farm, Uzbekistan, 1963. SAS Special Forces pose with Margaret Thatcher after the siege of the Iranian embassy, 1980. (1955) A fakir prepares to be pierced in the heart with a flaming arrow. Elvis Presley with his father. This crazy vehicle was based on a 1947 Chrysler Saratoga. Photo was taken 1947. It toured the United States promoting Zippo lighters. Hockey, 1956. Freud's psychoanalytic couch in Vienna, 1938. The Egg on a Spoon race, Toronto, 1909. Queen Elizabeth II coronation on June 2, 1953 at Westminster Abbey in London. "18-year-old Bertha Maddock walks a tightrope above a cage of wild lions." Los Angeles, United States, 1929. 2nd June 1952, Stan Bond's stuntman, enveloped in flames, dives into a water tank at Battersea Pleasure Gardens. Dance School, United States, 1935. Audrey Hepburn, 1967. A cavalryman of the Workers' and Peasants' Red Army in a suit for protection against chemical weapons, 1934. Jack Rabbit's Club is a possible prototype for Playboy. Adriano Celentano with his mother Giuditta, 1970s. A death-defying handstand atop the Eiffel Tower at just 18 years old. The Great Air Parade, Los Angeles, 1910. The Ku Klux Klan racing team car breakdown, Kansas, 1920. The Rolling Stones in women's clothing, 1966. This is a scene from the premiere of the movie Underwater, which was held underwater. John Lennon and his wife Yoko Ono, London, February 9, 1970. Soviet cosmonauts visiting the United States, 1975. Battle of the Bands at the Teenage Fair in the Memorial Coliseum, part of the Rose Festival that year, 1965. Celebrating New Year's Eve in Times Square in New York City, 1938. Diana, Princess of Wales with her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, at the piano in Kensington Palace in 1985. President Abraham Lincoln and Vice President Andrew Johnson at Lincoln's second inauguration on March 4, 1865. A drunken Johnson had earlier delivered one of the worst speeches in history. Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca and Carrie Fisher, 1977. On October 21, 1966, two brothers pelted Lyndon Johnson's limousine with paint-filled balloons during a state visit to Australia. They were protesting the Vietnam War. Italian immigrant selling fresh milk at the beach, Mar del Plata, Argentina. Circa 1950. Dental reconstruction, early 20th century. Snowman in Istanbul, Turkey, 1929. Miss Finland, Miss France and Miss Germany, 1963. Soldiers of the Guards Rifle Division wash themselves in a mobile bathhouse at the forward positions of the Western Front, 1942. Wounded World War II veterans watch the Victory Day Parade in New York City, United States, January 12, 1946. New York City, December 9, 1980. The day after John Lennon's murder, speculators appeared outside the Dakota House selling T-shirts with his portrait. Construction workmen cling to chains as they dangle in mid-air off the side of a skyscraper, 1920s. Trickshot champion Bob Geesey, a police officer from York, Pennsylvania, shoots away a cigarette smoking his wife during a demonstration of his shooting skills, 1948. Hugh Hefner, founder of Playboy magazine, photo 1950s. Experimental floating tank for transporting the wounded across small water obstacles, 1916. Newly elected Arkansas Governor Bill Clinton and United States President Jimmy Carter, 1978. John Wilson Webb and his mother. The baby weighed 54.5 kilograms at 2 years and 10 months. Pittsburgh, United States, April 17, 1909. (1981), the most serious accident of American racing driver Danny Ongais at Indianapolis. Ernest Hemingway with his pets. Victoria, Princess Royal, and her sister Princess Alice, 1856. Sylvester Stallone at a fitting for Gianni Versace, 1990. Tourists outside the newly discovered tomb of the pharaoh Tutankhamun, February 1923. Linus is the longest maned and longest-tailed horse in the world, 1880. Flood on Neglinaya Street, Moscow, June 25, 1965. (1879) Famine genocide in India, Madras under British colonial rule. Picasso and the Centaur, photo by Gyon Mealy, 1949, an ephemeral drawing in the air. Woman wearing a hat that's also a shoe. A small garden on the roof of a house at the address St. Petersburg, Lensaveta 9K2, 1997. A ballerina poses with a character from their show sometime in the 1890s. (1915) Throwing hand grenades, training. Siberian Shaman, Irkutsk Governorate, Russian Empire, 1914. Eight of the world's sexiest supermodels pose in Brooklyn, New York for the September 1991 issue of American Vogue magazine. Squirrel Tommy Tucker in a suit made for him by Nina Lynn. Bobby Orr's Victory Flight 1970, United States. The payload of a Republic P-47 Thunderbolt fighter bomber, 1945. Red Army soldiers find a potato instead of a gas mask in captured German equipment, 1941. (1961) Adolf Eichmann smiles as his sentence is read, accusing him of crimes against humanity. Krasnoyarsk Children's Railway, 1936. Demonstration of a device for safe smoking in bed, 1950s. Girls putting on spring shoes, England, 1935. Soldiers of the SS Death's Head Division advance on patrol, winter, 1942. Santa Claus in the Snow After a Bath, Moscow, RSFSR, 1985. New Year's Eve, Berlin, 1934. Johnny Depp on set of Edward Scissorhands, 1990. The laying of a cable across the Pacific Ocean floor between Sydney, Australia and Auckland, New Zealand begins in 1912. The burning of the Bielefeld Synagogue during Kristallnacht, Germany, November 10, 1938. The German Democratic Republic celebrates the 25th anniversary of the Berlin Wall, GDR, 1986. The earliest known photo of someone giving the finger was taken in Boston in 1886. PLA cavalry riding towards in the aftermath of the first Chinese nuclear weapon detonation. Lop Nur, Xinjiang, 1964. On the day of Stalin's funeral, Moscow, March 9, 1953. Some bikers riding down Main Street in Daytona Beach, Florida during Bike Week, 1988. Arsenal fans at King's Cross railway station before their train departed for Huddersfield, where the FA Cup semi-final match between Arsenal and Grimsby Town was taking place. London, United Kingdom, 1936. Behind the scenes of Karate Kid 1984. This is Audrey Munson, often called America's first supermodel, pictured in the early 1900s. Marilyn Monroe with a burger, 1952. German soldiers try to calm a child, Poland, 1939. Clint Eastwood performs a handstand on the set of Rawhide, 1959. (1890), an English wildlife photographer stands on his assistant's shoulders to photograph a bird's nest. New Year's Eve in the dressing room of a German theatre, 1911. A nurse records the last words of a dying British soldier, 1917. Madonna, 1978. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak with the Apple I computer. Bill Clinton in his youth. King's African Rifles driving training, 1943. A stone on the head teaches students to keep their heads up and keep their eyes on the road. Spanish trainer Pablo Noel performing a routine, 1962.